Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back into the channel for another game, but not a new game to me by any means. Again, if you are new here, welcome in. If you are not new here, then you might be familiar with a little thing called my goldfish brain. Now hear me out. It's not as bad as it sounds. I'm actually choosing to look at it as a superpower because basically give it about 2 to 3 years and I will just about forget everything that's in a game. It's not because the game didn't hold significant value to me or it wasn't important. It's just that I play a lot of games based on this channel and also my Twitch channel. I'm cycling through over probably 30 different games a year. And with that, as much as I enjoy and throw myself into a game, it just doesn't get stored in the long-term memory system, okay? It's more like the RAM slot, all right? With that, I played Detroit Become Human for the first time, maybe about 4 years ago. I think it was like 3 or 4 years ago. So with that, I forget so much of it. There's still blips and memories, but they're extremely vague. And I can tell you right now, not only do I have a goldfish memory, but what and where I was 3 years ago is vastly different than how I am today. And you guys probably are familiar with this. Sometimes the games you play when you're a kid or you're younger, they just don't hit you the same way as when you're a little bit older. You start to see things differently. As you change, so do your outlooks and opinions on games. So with that, I want to do something new. Well, not new, because this isn't the first time I've replayed a game. Last of Us Part 1 was also a replay. But I want to go back and not necessarily call it like a replay, but kind of like a relook at it. I want to go back in as a second playthrough and see if I pick up on a lot more different tones, themes, feelings, emotions, get more attached to it. 3 years ago, I was not emotionally attaching myself to anything, let alone a game. So guys, welcome in. I hope you guys enjoy this replay, relook at Detroit Become Human. First time on this channel. Yeah, thank you for being here. Let's get into it. Okay, wait. It doesn't even take you to the menu. It just starts you straight in. We're doing this a little out of order because I haven't played Beyond Two Souls or... Oh, Heavy Rain, was it? We'll go backwards. We'll work backwards.
Negotiator on site.
Negotiator.
On site.
Android. Wow. Okay, real quick though. The graphics, and I'm doing this on, I'm actually playing this on my PlayStation, not my PC. But the graphics are insane. But beyond that, just like the likeness of the people themselves, I'm assuming all of this is done with like the voice actor and their looks, not just the voice and then a separate look. I mean, look at the details on the back of the android's neck. Do androids... Is their hair, like... Does he have to put gel in his hair? Does he have to cut his hair? Or is it just perfect all the time? Sorry, just Maggie things. I mean, that would save you a lot of time.
I can't leave her.
Interact using... What? Okay. Negotiator. Phillips John, born 10/11/1999. That's too close for comfort. Lives 1554 Park Avenue, Detroit. Phillips Caroline. Okay, so couple 1554, same living spot. And their daughter Emma, I'm assuming. Born 2028. It was set in 2038. I really wonder if this is closer to our reality than we realize. All right, Phillips, Caroline, right? The fish is flopping on the floor, no. There is one thing, just bear with me for 1 second. I just want to take off the motion blur. Oh. Okay. Oh, the audio and stuff like that's only, okay, it's fine.
Please, you gotta save my little girl. Wait. You're setting an android?
All right, ma'am. You need to go.
You can't do that. Why aren't you sending a real person?
Because believe it or not, they might do a better job at negotiations. Find Captain Allen. Hold R2 to consult your objects. Oh, I'm changing too. And then find Captain Allen. There's something else I missed over there? I'm assuming with the... Hold on. Oh, I guess you can actually look at the fish if you want to. Kneel down. I wonder if I can kneel at the shoes too, possibly? Dwarf? Gormani? Choose by performing right movement. What do you mean? Oh, save. Yeah, let's save the fish. Save the fish. Software instability. I know we can look back at it. I know there's a hostage situation going on and I'm taking my dear time, but... Oh, I think I had fish like that. Little guy's all right now. So gunshots though, that's what we're meant to look at, yeah. So we've got gunshots. And then I can switch the viewpoint, or I think the viewpoint changes on its own. Maybe not. I love the way that he just walks with a purpose. Okay, there's nothing over there. We're not walking in. But the way that he walks. Yeah. Talk to Captain Allen first before we go into the room. That begs the question, are these real people or are they... Okay, I'm assessing the situation. Are these androids as well? We've got even more gunshots over there. Nothing else. I see red, so I can't go into that room yet. Yeah, so just go straight for Alan. Talk to Captain Allen. This is a really nice apartment.
Captain Allen, my name is Connor. I'm the android sent by CyberLife.
Connor.
It's firing at everything that moves. It already shot down 2 of my men.
It's an
They could easily
android.
get it, but they're on the edge of the balcony. If it falls, she falls.
That's why they're using the word it. Deviant's name, Deviant's behavior, emotional shock, deactivation code. Deviant's name.
Do you know its name?
I haven't got a clue. Does it matter?
I need information to determine the best approach.
Deviant's
Do you know if
behavior.
it's been behaving strangely before this?
Listen, saving that kid is all that matters. So either you deal with this fucking android now, or I'll take care of it.
Probability of success 48%. Understand what happened, saved hostage at all costs. All right, let's assess the area. So we've got a clue down there. Can we interact with him? They were doing something on the computer. No. Yeah, so just by the way that Alan spoke of the deviant, you can already tell it's an android by the use of it. Oh, you have to continue the action too. Use the right stick to move the cursor. So there's 2 clues to be analyzed here. And it will increase my probability. 355 ammunition, velocity 365, energy 659, bullet weight 115, power factor 414. Right there. The MS-853 Blackhawk. 17 rounds, 8.5-inch barrel, 5 inches. Reconstruct. L2 or R2 to review the reconstruction. It'll play the scene. And there's a clue to be had right here. Deviant took the father's gun. Did he know the code to it? Watch him as he does this. It was just open. Okay. There was no, like, lock to it. Interesting. No, okay, probability of success went up by a couple. Also, who just has a, look at this, the plant wall in their home? Just, it's probably really good for their air quality. Search the hostage's room. Yeah, this is such a nice apartment. It's a little bit too, it feels kind of stoic, except for her room. Listen to this music. Child didn't hear the gunshots. If you love the life you live, you will live a life you love. Of love. Something else right here? I guess it is futuristic though. So it makes sense that it'd be a little bit more minimalistic and stoic. Aww. Deviant's name is Daniel. And the daughter's Emma, you can see in the top right. You've unlocked a dialogue or action, 56%. Is there anything else to be seen in here? There's, you're trying to get your bearings in the game, right? Whether it's your first playthrough or not, like I'm looking back through this situation, I'm like, you're trying to get your bearings, but because the music is paced how it is, it often makes you not willing to like slow down and enjoy, or not enjoy, but like assess the environment, you know? So I find it really interesting that there's so many different things that you can interact with, because they're obviously trying to give you a little bit of like how to operate as your character, but that the music like beating is just causing a little bit of anxiousness and anxiety. Father, understand what happened. Save hostages at all costs. That's not good. 2 gunshots. Clues to analyze. Yeah, 2 wounds. So sensitive. Yeah, left kidney perforated, fatal abdominal trauma. Second clue, heart, upper lung hemorrhage. Pneumothorax? Pneumothorax? Probably not saying that right. Looks like there's, oh, the stomach. Oh, was that a 3rd gunshot? The gut? Yeah. Lower lung hemorrhage, internal bleeding. Yeah, didn't even stand a chance. Deceased, John Phillips. 6 foot? 187.2 pounds, estimated time of death, 7:29. What, it's been about an hour then? Also, if I take too much time right here, does that mean... Oh, I need to put the scene back together, don't I? After assessing all of the situation? Yeah. All right, now we can reconstruct. I have to say, just the whole, like, the mechanics and everything, and this whole process of reconstructing what happened before and getting to see it like this. And then being able to derive clues. I feel like Sherlock Holmes in this. I really do. Like he was on a iPad. He was holding something. We need to go back and see what happened to it. Yeah. Oh, man. But right there. It's somewhere in here, right? What happened to the iPad? He's holding it. Gets shot. So maybe it doesn't mean that, it just means we have to look for it, right? We should have access to it now? No, I didn't do it right. Examine the victim's body. Maybe look at it from the other side real quick. He should have the iPad on him. Or it should have showed us where it dropped. Reconstruct again. Oh, there it is. It's in the corner. Okay, so you have to see it in the corner to be able to unlock it. The observation skills are top notch. There it is. Could tell us if he was already on to the android.
Your order for an AP700 android has been registered.
Jealousy was going to be replaced. Also, depending how long Daniel's been with the family, there's a huge chance that, oh my gosh, okay, we probably need to go. We probably need to go. You unlocked a dialogue option? Okay. Anything else that I need to look for? Oh, there's so many things I need to assess. Okay, before we go out there, clearly there is a hurry to this because somebody's body just dropped. We gotta go. All right, we have the kitchen, we've got the chairs. Probability of success, every second counts. Okay, I'm fighting it, so I need to work as fast as possible. All right, unmute this. Mute it. I don't think that's going to prove to be helpful. I just got another person killed. Thank you for telling me Detroit Become Humans installed. Family was about to have dinner. Anything else? Limes. All right. There's something else. There's another iPad on the table. I still feel like I have everything I need to. At this rate, I don't know how much could improve the chances. But I'm still gonna risk it. We're gonna risk it. Sentry. Cyberlife. How's Cyber? Okay. He just moved that. Table. I should have been working way faster. Examine the other victim. But we know it's a gunshot. How much more can we learn from this victim? Especially since it was a first responder. Is there really anything to take from it? Deceased. Height 5'8", 170. Estimated time of death just now. Yep, same thing. Something on his hand though. Interesting. Gunshot residue. Okay, reconstruct it. Not that we have to see it. I don't think this is gonna add anything, but I mean, I guess everything's important, right? He was rushing him. That's why he felt threatened. And there, the shoe. Something? Yes. Okay, no. This was a previous body. This wasn't the one we just saw. Hostage with the shooting. There. Right there. Cop shot the deviant. Okay, so the deviant's injured right now. Could be important, but as an android, does it matter if you get injured? His gun. There. Slides over. What is there to collect in this scene? Right, we've got the gun. There's one more event analyzed. Oh, I can look around. Okay. I don't think I had taken advantage of the fact that you can look around during that. Weapon located. I guess we could grab the weapon, but I don't know if we want to do that. Do we want to do that? Probability of success. Can I pick it up? I can reach it. I feel like this isn't not the most ideal situation. 554, 7 American Androids Act 2029. Androids are strictly forbidden to carry or use any type of weapon. Oh! That would add to my deviant behavior, right? I'm leaving it. I'm leaving it because I feel like it could have more bad implications on myself. Fresh blue blood. Serial 369-911. Deviant model PL600. Wasn't that the type that... No, they were trying to replace it with the PL800, I think? All right, our chances are pretty good. Anything else? Let's just analyze, search around. Last item that can be useful. Her shoe. Child-sized shoe, colorful model. Hostage could be wounded, doubtful though. I think under duress, 100%, but I can't see. Look. He's right on the edge. And I'm about to break. Okay, it's going down. This is the best shot we've got. Do not miss our chance to...
Stay back! Don't come any closer or I'll jump!
No, please, I'm begging you!
He's already... You're telling me he's not... Okay, name. Name first.
Hi, Daniel. My name is Connor.
How do you know my name?
I know a lot of things about you. I've come to get you out of this.
Slowly. No! All that hard work we've done. All right, approach slowly. You can move and talk at the same time. Calm, release hostage, reassure Daniel. Empathize.
I'm an android, just like you. I know how you're feeling.
What difference does it make if you're an android?
Okay.
You're on their side. You don't understand how I'm feeling.
Emma and you. Possible cause. Emma and you.
I know you and Emma were very close. You think she betrayed you, but she's done nothing wrong.
She lied to me.
There we go.
I thought she loved me. But I was wrong.
She
She's
does.
just like all the other humans.
I'm gonna pause for a second. I need more dialogue before we move up. Possible cause, realistic, blaming, defective. Possible cause we unlocked. Let's go ahead and do that.
They were going to replace you, and you became upset.
Because we now understand him.
That's what happened, right? I thought I was part of the family. I thought I mattered. But
Somebody
I
else
was
is
just their
dead.
toy. Something to throw away when you're done with it.
Blaming, sympathetic.
There's no way out, Daniel.
Oh, I should have gone with.
What you've done is too serious. The only question is whether or not you take another innocent life. It's not up to you. I'm holding all the cards.
Sorry.
If I die, she dies. You hear me?
Hulk strength. Don't you dare. Oh, she's gonna need a lot of therapy after this.
I can't stand that noise anymore. Tell that helicopter to get out of here.
Done. Except. You know, there's something I really don't like about this. My brain is.
I did what you wanted.
Nice. Trust. Trust.
You have to trust me, Daniel. Let the hostage go, and I promise you, everything will be fine.
Nice. There we go. 90%. Come on.
I want everyone to leave. And I want a car. When I'm outside the city, I'll let her go.
Oh, I missed an option. What? Oh! What? Okay, when I was thinking sacrifice yourself, I was thinking like switch places, like agree to it. Software instability down 2? No! Mission successful. I've seen better days, but mission successful. Note to self, never become a hostage negotiator. Note to self. That's so interesting. Okay, so this is where my mind was at when I said sacrifice yourself. I don't know why, and this is just, it's so, I think this is probably what makes this game, one, have replayability unlike anything else, but two, it's probably more enjoyable for you guys to watch as well because every outcome is so vastly different. Like, look at the different webs that are happening in this flowchart. But on top of that, right, and I ended with dead, and that's not great, but when I heard sacrifice self, for some reason, after he had talked about the car, I guess part of me was like, oh, well, let me just trade spots. Like, save the girl. You can take me instead. But that wouldn't make sense at all. I don't know why my brain went that way, but that's the way that it decided to route. The other thing that's playing against me in this situation is, y'all, if you've been around the channel for a while, you know that we do a lot of Telltales. We know that we do a lot of decision-based games. Those are some of my favorite. With that, there are, I guess, I sometimes feel like I've been conditioned to look at like the options that are the B or the triangle, like certain buttons I associate with a lesser desirable outcome or maybe the meaner action, especially in like Walking Dead. And with that, a lot of those options, I can't look at it based off of like what it's like, what the button is, you know? You have to look at all of the options and not consider any association of the button with how you're responding or how the response will be. I hope that makes sense. I talked about that a lot in some of the Telltales I've played is oftentimes they add like, or they assign a button and that's kind of like the asshole choice or just like the lesser desirable trait or maybe like not the mediator or whatever. So I'm so used to looking at certain buttons as being like the good options and that's not the case in this game. All right, hostage, 45% completed. Public opinion skeptical. Software instability, lots of question marks. I suppose the parts where I probably unlocked instability was saving the fish. Well, you can actually see it right here. I saved the fish and sacrificing myself, I feel like indicates that I have more level of emotion than maybe what humans would find desirable in their AI. That's where I would see instability, is when you are presenting more of a human thought process, showing emotions, things like that. And the whole concept of having androids, period, I mean, that's what a lot of, like, I'm sure my opinion on it will slowly divulge as we're playing through this series. But when you get thrown in it, like I talked about with this situation, you're not even able to grasp the fact that you are an android and maybe you need to behave in a certain way. So there's different ways to think about this. Like, do I go forward playing as I would play if I were an android, or do I go through and play as I would because I'm a human? You know what I mean? I'm already overthinking it. All right, mission start. We talked to Captain Allen. We also saved the fish. I'm glad that we did that. We investigated all of the clues. So we did find all the clues, except that when we left the cop's gun, we weren't able to, obviously we didn't take it, but I think that would have caused a larger instability than anything, because I would say that the more obvious sign of instability would be going against the rules. I think people would care about that much more than sacrificing yourself for your mission or for the child. It would be the identification that you were directly going against protocol. I think that would just be way too big of a red flag. So SWAT was injured because I took too long. I'm going to assume that was because I took too long. Yeah. Confront Deviant outside. All right. So we negotiated with the Deviant. We did the friendly approach. And then we also dismissed the helicopter. I stand by that decision. I also think that as AI, I think I'll be able to be reset, right? I don't know. I guess, like, unless you go through complete deconstruction as an android, couldn't they just repair my body and my mind would stay intact? Like, what they've built inside of me at this point would remain? I guess we'll find out. Get close enough. So we did get close enough. And then I sacrificed myself. Again, I just misread that. Connor died protecting Emma. I thought that was a really risky approach looking back on it, because you're rushing him and you have no idea. Like, if he had been a little bit quicker to the punch, he would have pulled Emma straight with him. So that was a really risky approach. Definitely not the one that I would have preferred to go with. I think the best outcome, and again, I don't know all the outcomes, I would assume the best one is where Daniel puts down the gun, we are able to arrest him, and Emma gets off without seeing another death or casualty. Even if it is an android life, she is not going to be trusting androids anytime soon. Let's go with world stats. Hide stats, world stats. There we go. World stats in percent. Okay, so 58% of people saved the fish. SWAT injured was 85%. Go outside was 77%. What was the other option? I suppose SWAT not being injured? Interesting. Leave cop's gun was 13%. I'm in the... Wow, okay. Yeah, if we had a gun in that situation, that could have ended a lot differently. But don't you think we would have got decommissioned or something for going downright against the rules? I don't know. I feel like that would be a worse perception to a human than sacrificing yourself. But I'm surprised that I'm in the minority with that. It's because I follow the rules. Damn it. I wait for the... I follow the crosswalks. I don't cross without it. Oh no. I follow the rules too much. It's not going to make for a fun playthrough. Friendly approach, yes. Dismiss helicopter, 88%. Now sacrifice yourself was 13%. All right, let's get going. Wow. November 5th, 2038. Cyberlife. Model AX400. Reboot, memory reset. Loading OS. Just everything that they did here is incredible. All of it looks awesome. This is the
top-of-the-range household assistant. It cooks 10,000 different dishes.
Come on, Zoe, let's go.
200 languages and dialects. And handles the kids'
10,000?
Good afternoon. Can I help? Please.
I'm for sale right now.
Amazing. This is exactly what we need.
How much did you say it cost?
At the moment, we're doing a special promotion on this entire range at $7,999 with a 48 months interest-free credit.
Actually, when you think about that, for 2038,
all the work around the house.
That's probably
Painting,
not that
plumbing,
bad.
Gardening, repairs.
I mean, it's...
At night, it switches to surveillance mode and contacts emergency services if there's a break-in or if it detects smoke.
Excuse me, how much is that one over there?
The NPA is slightly more expensive, but it has
many
many
other
other functions. Come along and I'll show you.
This is
I don't like this guy.
somehow morbid. I don't know, something about it. It's like you look on the wall and you see like
There it
upgrade parts, different.
It was a bit difficult getting
limbs?
it back in working order.
Is that Connor?
It was really messed up. What'd you say happened to it again?
The car hit it. Stupid accident.
Ah, I see. Anyway, it's as good as new now, except that we had to reset it. Meaning we had to wipe its memory. I hope you don't mind.
It'll be fine.
Okay. Did you give it a name?
My daughter did.
AX400.
Oh.
Register your name.
Oh.
Kara.
My name is Kara.
Kara. Wow. Yeah, so Quantic Dream. So they did the 2 other games. Beyond Two Souls. And Heavy Rain. Those 2 I have not done yet. And I know you guys have been asking for them. So I think, like I said, we're doing Detroit and then Final Fantasy VII, the remake. But then I think we could definitely go back to some of them. Heavy Rain's not long either. Think, drink. Tons of droids. I mean, is the sake of having all of these, like, AI for, I guess, progress, but also at that point, what do you do as a human? Like, if AI can do everything, like the cleaning, or I guess they're saying like quote unquote less desirable tasks or things that people look like as chores, but I don't know. I love vacuuming. We were talking about this in my stream the other day. It's like I love squeaky squeaky mics. I don't know, it just makes me feel like your life could become so obsolete, and I think that's what they're showing there. Like all of these umbrellas looking the same, everything looks the same. It just looks like a very dull life. Like it's lackluster, it's missing the like vibrancy. I lost my job because of an android. It just doesn't feel like life. Kara. November 5th. And 2038, the weirdest thing about that is that's not that far away. Like, I mean, I know we're talking, what, 15 years? I'll be almost 40. I'll be 41. Oh. Oh, that's right. Okay, he's from, I recognize him from Sister to the Traveling Pants too. So I think he's been in a lot of stuff. But go to Bellini Paint's shop. Oh, I can scan my surroundings too. There's something on the park bench. Aww. Also, is the population less at this point too? Like again, just what is everybody doing for a living? Tech addict. You can reread discovered articles in the extras section. Secrets of Androids. How CyberLife designs its androids to coexist with humans. VR MMORPG. Reaches 1 billion users. Page 1. Wait. Sir. Oh, oh. To page 1. Oh, there's multiple. Wait, whoa. Okay, I want to read all of these. Page 1. Never mind. World temperature increased by 3 degrees since 2000. Green Earth. Climate change up. How the environment is changing America's society. Miami to heighten seawall by further 10 meters. A recent U.S. census has found that as sea levels continue to rise and climate change leads to more and more extreme weather, America's once prosperous coastal cities are being deserted by the rich. Waterside real estate is once top attractions like Miami and Los Angeles are experiencing freight flight, with wealthy residents opting for properties further inland or at higher altitudes. This is driving up prices in once rural areas and plummeting house values in previously desirable neighborhoods. Whilst this might sound like an opportunity for poorer Americans to enjoy a new lifestyle, the reality is less attractive. Coastal properties are not just exposed to regular flooding, hurricanes, and other climate weather, they're also suffering from urban flight. With all the services and amenities following richer customers into new areas, urban development specialist Arnold Waters calls the donut effect, whereby the previous centers of coastal cities getting hollowed out. This census is just the latest example of how climate change is affecting American societies in ways previously not imagined, altering not only the face of our environment, but even the social fabric of our nation. That's it. It's just these. Android soldiers, perfect killing machines. Go to the next one. Oh. I thought it was going to show us that article, but okay. That's fine. Unless I misread that somehow. Yeah, I really like to take the time to read those too, not only because I think I never did in my original, or if I did, I probably picked it up and didn't actually read it, but somebody took the time to write these articles, you know? It's the same thing with art that's individually crafted or made for games. I wonder if I can go over to the kids playing. No, I have to stay on this path. What is that running? Can I talk to anybody? Go to the Bellini paint shop, but there's two other options as well. Oh, I think I can go over here. Oh, nope, I cannot go over here. I guess I can't talk to her. Well, just like that. I mean, I guess it's a nanny almost. No. Android work ahead. I can look at it. Get yours today. Cyberlight.
Plastic idiots. I want this done by 4.
It shows me there's something I can look at right here. I guess I can get closer. Is that just for the perspective of it? Oh, I can't. I think it's the guy himself. I think I can go talk to the other android on the other side. Nope. Nope. Okay, there's a very strict spot that you can look at. Okay, waiting for green light. Wow. There it is. I was pressing the wrong button. Ban androids. Androids ruin your country. We want jobs. I mean, that answers some of my question. I think we'll see the same thing over here too. But then the humans overseeing the androids' manual labor. Yeah. Okay, I think we have a green light, so we should be good. Go, go, go. Press R2 to use the GPS, 62 meters away. Retrieve order 847. It's cool how it pauses everybody, you know? Let's go over here. Android temporary parking? Does it say assembled in Detroit? Is that the major distributor? Is that why this city looks... Maybe the city has more than the common city? If they're being manufactured and assembled here? Possibly. I will tell you, it'd be cool to see other areas or more rural areas as well. Is that a hot dog? Hot dogs. Do you pay just using your hand?
We've got families to feed, and these
Is there a way to listen to them? No.
androids are taking our place. Machines, ladies and gentlemen, are meant to serve us, not to replace us. 35% unemployment, millions out of work. Are we going to do something? We want jobs. We want not more androids. We need to ban
That's so interesting. Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, I just wonder if the situation's like that's across worldwide. Did it say or not? Well, yeah, that's a good point too. What about other countries? Is this just happening in the States right now? Or I would assume it'd be throughout the world. Now I don't know. Human music, $1 to hear music with soul. So androids can be musicians as well then. Arnold? Oh, is that the... No, Arnold Brooks. Maybe the creator of androids? I've never been to Detroit. Maybe that statue's been there for a long time? I'm missing something integral. Red flower. What?
Hi.
Autonomous?
These are supposed to be in base 7.
Sure. Sounds good.
Deliver US. It's the new UPS. Oh man. Another person. Because of androids. Oh, I remember we saw the same individual from Kara's perspective in the intro. Broadcast. I will say they did I think it's really cool the level of detail that they put into this world.
To be led astray by these artificial demons. My brethren, we have to turn our backs on sin. We have to burn the androids. Let us burn them all. Why do you look at me so, demon?
Oh, me?
I know who you are. I can see through you. You are the one by whom the evil will come. You are the one who will destroy Detroit. Poor sinners. The end is nigh.
But, and this is gonna sound, I mean, there's so many different perspectives that you can look at this situation, right? But the androids, like, they didn't choose to be created. So why, I just find it interesting that the anger is targeted towards the androids themselves and not the companies that are creating them and mass producing them. And you already know that if there's like the high level androids, then there's probably knockoffs being created as well that could be actually causing harm. If their like software and everything isn't, I don't know, isn't like fully tested out. Wearable media player, biosensors, modular jacket. Oh, this is clues. Yeah. Interactive sweater, $80. That's actually not that far off from how expensive things are now. Smith and White. Adaptive pants, $275. Those better be the only pants I'm wearing for the next 10 years for $275. You're out of your mind. All right, there's the paint store. Yeah, okay. I think I did see as much as possible. James and Carter over there. Wait, is this the movie theater? The Target, Rake-In, Invasion, After Mankind. Memories. Connect to an account. Look at the movie posters. I wonder if there's Easter eggs to other things that they've created. Movie theater entry 1. Yeah, same thing. Oops. I'm surprised that if you bump into people, they're not like more rude to you. And the whole concept of Android temporary parking, it's like a scooter. Feels so weird. Looks like an apothecary for paint. Which would make it not an apothecary, but you know what I mean? Like, it's like, I think it's because of the drawers and just the way that it's all lined up. Look at all the paintbrushes. This is really pleasing for somebody that has like slight OCD. I have all of my clothes by color order.
Here is your order number 847. That will be $63.99. Please confirm payment. Payment confirmed.
There's something so
Transaction
unnerving
complete.
about that. A transaction completely done through your mind. Well, I guess not your mind. Take bus home. I'm just sitting here like, when there's not a customer, is that android thinking things? Are they feeling things? Or do they only, like, what's going on inside of the mind of an android, huh? I guess we'll find out. Press R1 to switch the camera angle. Graphically, this is just beautiful. Everything about it. I believe the bus is that way, so I don't think we need to go back at all. Shoe shop, Autobahn. The Pinnacle, is it? Books, Pinnacle Books. Penguins. The best bookstore in Detroit. Wow, a cappuccino only $2? What are these record prices happening? Bus stop is not this way, sorry on me. So we saw the movie theater, we saw Smith and White. Rip off for pants. It's like some next level Lululemon pants. Oh, I think I would have ran into the protesters earlier or later. Station self-order. Well, the banks, they're still pulling out money with banks. So I guess you can still pay with cash. You know, that makes me think of what was Connor tossing around in his hands? The coin? Okay. Order now. Wines and spirits and bread. Isn't that just like, that looks like Daniel's model. So not all of them are uniquely different. There's a common look for most of them. I mean, for the most part, I feel like we've seen a lot of different people.
We need a ban androids.
Oh, I wasn't looking at the structures too. Welcome to Detroit Football Stadium. Do they have androids playing in football? How about that? I don't know. I'd reckon they do better on the field if they're programmed. That's when they cross the line, when they start infiltrating sports. Sports ball. Hard work for it, free time for you. But how much free time do you need? I think about this all the time when people get to like retirement age, right? I've talked about this extensively with my parents because they're like approaching that and they're like, I don't know what to do with all of this free time. Like, you know, obviously there's like hobbies you can do. You can always read more. I know like they like to do art and things like that, but it's just like, how much free time could you really need? And at what point does it go from being like productive free time, which probably cancels out of being free time, shows how I view my free time. But like, at what point does it become like counterproductive and just starting to feel like you're just wasting away or something? Is this an Android compartment alone? Yeah. There's a separate section for humans versus androids in the butt. Downtown. Yep. I will say that right away, the person we're playing, he, like, I feel like his eyes and everything are moving around a lot more than any of the other androids. Okay, there weren't that many different things. Oh, Markus, that's right. Okay, his name is Markus. Walking in the park. So I did read Secrets of Androids and Climate Change. I listened to Busker. Visited the paint store. I guess you could skip straight to the paint store. I don't know what the top ones are. Let me show world stats while we go through this. Secrets of Androids. Wow, not a lot of people are out there reading. I think that it is really easy to walk past that and not see it if you don't put on your, like if you don't click on the vision to where you can see any of the yellow markers. I almost missed it. You guys saw me like look backwards for it. Visiting the paint store, we saw Watch the Preacher. We did watch the Preacher. And also the Preacher yells at Markus. I guess you can't. I mean, I guess if you watch the Preacher, he's going to yell at you no matter what. So I don't think there's really a way to get around that. But I did notice that overall, there's really not a whole, like I'm kind of surprised that there weren't as many people listening to everything. I guess it's an easy section to like scan for, not see yellow. So you're like, I'm just going to go straight to the paint store. But let's go. November 5th, 2038. Same day, right? November 5th. It's all from different people's perspectives. For sale, available now. Yeah, how has this all impacted the housing? Like, just the economy in general. It looks so dreary. He said she got hit by a car. I wonder how much it costs to repair an android. Switch camera angle. Rebuild north something.
You coming?
Join Todd. What else is going on around us? We see a android sweeping in the background. They're building a new interstate. Going straight through it. Or they're repairing it. Is there anything I can actually... Oh.
You've been gone for 2 weeks, so the place is a mess. You do the housework, the washing, you cook the meals, and you take care of... God damn it, where the fuck's the brat gone now? Alice!
We did say you had a daughter.
Oh, there you are. That's Alice. You look after her. Homework, bath, all that crap. Got it?
Yes, Todd.
Get started down here, then you do upstairs.
Alice. That's such a pretty name. For some reason, Alice kind of reminds me of Connor. Like, she looks a little bit like Connor in a way. Maybe it's like the hair. This, yeah. Hold R2 to scan your environment. Some of their faces, like...
TV on.
Markus and Connor, I don't know how to describe their faces, but it looks different than Kara's. Like, Kara's looks hinted with sadness right away, just in this. Like, something in her eyes looks sad. The herringbone flooring. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Maybe I should check on Alice first, or should I do my chores first? Urgent task, optional task. Let's do optional task first, and then do urgent task. Check the backyard, activate vacuum cleaner. Maybe check on Alice? I feel like I should go first to Alice. I don't know. So we can take the trash out. Let's go ahead and collect the dishes. Empires. Looks like GTA writing. Any laundry to do? Alright, there's the backyard. Trash again. What does it say? Blue Solash? It's fun to see like all the names. Remember in like Life is Strange, there's so many different... Sorry, I'm rough at doing a rough job at doing this. Seeing all the names of like detergent or, oh, collect the trash first. The pizza boxes, just all of those little things. Can I not do anything until I do my urgent tasks? Let me try washing. Oh yeah, no kidding. It's like you have to do this. You can't, do not stop, do not press go. Do not pass go. Oh, that's what I needed to collect. Oh.
Yeah.
How hard is it for him to put his own trash in the
Depends on
trash?
what you need.
The boxes we can collect later?
Yeah.
Or we can collect
I
them
can
now.
get that.
The music in the background too?
Yeah.
Okay, do I need to look at it like this? There we go. She's not separating it into recycling. Oh my goodness. He's watching hockey. That's actually crazy the way that they do it. It somehow looks just weird because it is within a game, but it looks like real footage. It's got to be like real footage of something. There was one more place to look. I think the dining table. Oh, she's down here now. She came down. Yeah, the music in just the game in general does a really good job at not being like invasive to the point of it's all you can focus on. There's definitely been games when I feel like it is in the foreground, and I love when music is just, it's there, it builds the environment without subtracting from it, you know? The iPad kid. She looks so bored. She just wants her dad to hang out with her, I'm guessing. Oh, there's a vacuum. There's the vacuum cleaner. Beer and pizza? How much pizza can one person? I can't answer that. I can't actually judge that. Just because I take my own boxes out. If I left them there to accumulate, I'd probably have a few as well. I think I need to go to the back though, right? Oh, what's that? Credit card application form. Application rejected. Harmon Bank overdrawn account notice. Total due 500. East Detroit Gas. Another invoice for, I'm assuming, repairing me. So this person is already in mounds of debt, but is still prioritizing the use of paying for somebody to do things that they could do for free. That's how much it's worth it to them, is to continue to fall further into debt because they don't want to do the work themselves. Oh, we can look down the street. The bus. Android band bus. Oh, in the front two sections. Okay, I see that. Transport. I think this scene is really significant too, to show you just the contrast of like futuristic and still having the integration of what things used to look like, and when things aren't, like other aspects aren't keeping up with the design, right? Like you go in the city and everything feels so clean. The bus is such a stark contrast, as well as like the buildings in the background, seeing like what is still here. He's a truck. And most of the neighborhood, like most of these homes are for sale. So are people moving to the city, or is this one of the cities that people are moving back to like more rural areas? I don't know. I think I can go through the back. Oh. Nope. Right on. Let me just make sure there's nothing else outside. The construction over there. It's also all of the like, it's something about the white and black with that blue. It just screams Android artificial life. It's a clean, crisp color. I don't blame it for a second for looking futuristic, but oh no. Oh, Alice. Alice. She's got her Mr. Foxy. Clean the dishes too. I wonder if I can go upstairs right now. I'll take these. Oh, I was like, what is he doing? He's smoking something that has red fumes. His headache. His daughter. Missing component, order processing. You can just order like that? That's also scary that they can just scan what you need and just order it. Wow. That's next level. Repeatedly swipe. This is cool to be able to, to do it on a the PlayStation, because I don't think I had this interactive stuff when I did it, I think, on my PC last time. She can sense that? So she gets joy from seeing the child, like that's evident. The giraffe.
Kara,
Yes, Todd?
bring me a cold beer.
Right away.
What happens when he runs out of beer? Hate to know. Oh? Oh, is the way that she just like look at her it cannot be finished first floor. Cannot be her default. Who's playing?
What are you looking at?
Whoa.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here!
I'll get back to work.
What the heck? All right, I'll tidy up this and put the vacuum on, and then I want to see if we can go upstairs before we finish all of our tasks. So, I guess those are the moments that you can see what's going on, like what would be going on inside. Like, no, stop looking at it. Oh, what happens if we look at it again?
What are you looking at?
Same thing.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh.
Get the fuck out of here!
I'll get back to work.
I don't know why I assumed that the option was there to look at it multiple times, because it would have led to another thing, something different.
I've made a good start down here. I'll head upstairs.
Do what you have to do, but stop bothering me.
Unless it's to bring you beer. Whoa, what is that? I can look outside. I think I can go outside. Taxi, business class, since 1896. The giraffe. I'm gonna try to go outside. I want to go out back. And then I'll go upstairs. I mean, he said to just not bother him, so I can't go outside. I thought I could for a second, though. I thought it showed me it. Maybe you could take the trash out back? No, that doesn't make sense. Ignore me. I did see it earlier, though, right? I can talk to Alice. Oh, another book to read. Of course. All sports. Android power. Should it be outlawed? Football frenzy. The latest transfer speculation. I was just joking earlier. Oh. Next. Century. The transport innovation that's shaking up California. Connecting the dots. Politics in focus. Are American senators really corrupt? China earthquake kills 10,000 people. I guess, and now let's scroll down, and now we're gonna read sports. In its third game of the season, Android pitcher X67 threw a pitch that broke the 120-mile-per-hour mark. The human batsman wasn't able to swing until after the ball already reached the catcher's glove. Androids were introduced as a one-per-team innovation, but they've come to dominate team strategy. Every draft seems the major professional baseball teams breaking their own transfer records to purchase these latest Android models. But is the game suffering? 100%. Jenny Waterfield, head of Fanzine, Home Run, says fans are becoming disenchanted. The magic of sport is seeing the limits of human potential. A machine breaking these kind of records just isn't exciting or even surprising. But not everybody agrees. Christopher Lennox, a baseball pundit and ex-pitcher, thinks that androids are making games more exciting. These machines are shaking things up and pushing players to do even better. The game can only survive by evolving. Huh. I guess I wasn't able to read. I forgot to read. There were 2 articles I could have read. No. And now down. Page 1. Connecting the dots, the transport innovation that's shaking up California. The new subtube completed its journey today from Manhattan to downtown LA in under 2 hours. Less than half the... Wait. Manhattan to downtown LA? The top speed of 1,800 miles per hour was made impossible because the tube travels through depressurized chamber, providing a near frictionless environment for its magnetized motors. For commuters, this raises the tantalizing prospect of finishing a long shift in the Big Apple and putting your feet up in the Golden Coast. That is crazy. California's property markets are reacting. Suburban prices have skyrocketed 64%. LA realtor Charlene Lowe says she knows where the new buyers are coming from. They're East Coast types, specifically New Yorkers. They see a chance to keep that NYC salary whilst enjoying an LA lifestyle, and they're scrambling over each other to take advantage. Real estate isn't the only thing that's shaking up. School places are rapidly filling, and suburban retailers are racking up prices in anticipation for all the New York dollars flooding in. Longtime Californians are expecting to be pushed out from their cities, which is why they've been protesting the new line. As one angry demonstrator put it, first Detroit takes our jobs, then New York takes our homes. Where is it going to end? Those are really interesting reads. Whew. Whew. Yeah.
That's a pretty toy. What's its name?
We're going to get that up from neutral. Well, for starters, do you think when I got my memory reset? I mean, if I've been in this house before, don't you think Alice would recognize me and want to be more friendly with me? Or maybe she's scared of... I don't know. Do you think she's scared of her dad? Or does she does she know that I don't recognize her as much as I used to before? Has she always behaved like this with us? I don't know. Oh, Tidy Todd's room. And then what do the androids do when you don't need them to do things? Do they just power off or what? Like, what happens? Switch on. Basketball teams.
First up, basketball. As the Gears prepare for their critical match with Denver tonight at the CyberLife Arena in Detroit, league negotiations are still ongoing over the possibility of allowing one android player per squad. Debate rages as to whether the change would lead to more exciting matches or be the first step in making human players obsolete. CyberLife has announced its willingness to participate in the experiment by providing one specialized model to every team.
Oh,
now, androids are
the same type of model.
Players and provide tactical advice for coaches since 2035, but no android player has been permitted to compete so far.
Wow. Oh, did I switch? What? It's the Disney show of the future. Swipe to interact with the touchpad.
Another 225,000 jobs will
wow, here we go.
Economy in October, according to the Department of Labor, bringing the unemployment figure up to 37.3.
Oh, absolutely not.
President Warren spoke today at the opening of a new CyberLife plant near Milwaukee.
Oh, Milwaukee
the
now.
President again praised CyberLife's role in the exceptional performance of the U.S. economy. She further announced that the Department of Defense will acquire 200,000 android combat units as part of her increased military spending.
So they are using them for military, which we heard that before. We did hear that they were using it for military, but I was wondering if all the SWAT people earlier make the bed. Yeah, I was wondering if the SWAT earlier when we were playing as Connor were also androids, or it was just... Oh, she went to her room. Or she's watching us. She is kind of watching us. Take the mess. He's got pills. Antidepressant. Risk of behavioral disorders. Annie has a gun. Oh, that unlocked. Is that a bottle of vodka next to his bed too? You unlocked a dialogue option. Records. He loves his sports. Oh man, here we go. Yep, Android QB. Because I know you guys really want to read it. There we go. Android QB. CyberLife unveils Android quarterback. American football has largely resisted the spread of Android players, with top-tier games still an exclusively human affair. But that might be about to change, following CyberLife's recent unveiling of technical demo Pt.1, an Android quarterback capable of throwing from end zone to end zone and hitting a target 6 inches wide. The model is also programmed with over 1,500 plays, from classics such as bootlegs and handoffs to more specialized maneuvers, all of which can be adapted in real time. QB1000 was revealed at a recent CyberLife exhibition in Detroit, where the Android manufacturer showed a variety of prototypes designed to show the potential of bleeding-edge technology. But while CyberLife's latest innovation has some fans drooling, Roy Kenstone, founder of the Anti-Android fan group, sees the sinister aspect. CyberLife knows exactly what they're doing with this demonstration, and they hope to distort our sports the same way that they have all the others. Despite these reservations, some consider this simply a matter of time, with basketball and baseball already contemplating Android players. A LED sporting QB, okay, might be just around the corner. Sports ball with Casta. Here we go. Tech addict. Quantum magnet that could scrub carbon from air. How driverless vehicles make life and death decisions. Space tourism, is Mars your next holiday destination? Let's find out. The price of life. How driverless vehicles make life and death decisions. When a driverless vehicle foresees an accident, the car's computer makes life and death decisions. For example, deciding which of the two pedestrians to hit. But the exact process by which cars make these decisions is not very well understood, even now. Martin Forlong of Crown Cars tries to clarify, in these situations, the car's imaging system gathers data to determine the pedestrian's age, gender, life expectancy, etc. In a blink of an eye, it can identify their life expectancy? The car is out here saying eeny, meeny, miny, mo. This data is parsed through the public record to determine marital status, employment record, life expectancy, and whether they have children. The card then assigns a value to each possible victim based on criteria like their contribution to society. We put a premium on lives that will save other lives, like doctors and nurses. I mean, that is insane. All this may sound very reasonable. But Felix Gamble, head of Anti-Automation League, AAL, says the system has no right to make such judgments. Somebody with a criminal record is not necessarily less valuable to society than a doctor. That kind of information is irrelevant to the sanctity of human life. But Forlong dismisses such claims. We want our cars to make the best possible choices, and that means acting on the basis of all the information they can gather. The more, the better. Dark times. That is, I mean, there's aspects of that. I recognize that. I mean, just humans in general, right? Like, you look at somebody, a lot of times people look at somebody and they're like, oh, where do I put them in comparison to me, right? But for a vehicle, like, to go beyond just like human discernment and judgment into like an AI determining who has the right to live and who doesn't, it's scary. I mean, it's scary just to being in human hands too, but nachos and cheese. That was a lot of... I don't know if I like reading the articles. It is cool that somebody took the time and made all of that, and they've thought out exactly... I mean, I think it goes into like the world building that they've done to have a team that's imagined what it could be like in 2030. Oh, ventilate? I wonder if this is important later. So, oh yeah, ventilate the room. Maybe throw on a candle. She sees herself. What just happened? What do you mean? What just happened? Do you think we saw like ourselves in the... Okay. Crimson sharks. So they're not gonna... Okay. I already read that. They're not gonna allow us to see what she saw. And then computed. We read that. Let's go ahead and do a quick... The only other thing it says is... It says that I can read this, but didn't we read this already? I just want to like flip through to make sure it computes. I have? We read that. Go to previous. Previous. I don't like that. I will say that's the only system. I actually don't like using the touchpad. I'm not a fan of it whatsoever. I don't think it's bad. It's just not... to me, it doesn't add anything to my experience of gaming. in this particular instant, it actually aggravates me because it's so finicky.
Watch it.
Ew. Optional task, clean bathroom. Let's go check on... Yeah, let's go check Alice first. I want to continue to try to build a relationship with her. What did he come out of? Oh, there's 2 bathrooms? Whoa. Yeah, like what happens? What do you think when you see yourself in the mirror? Do you think anything? Tidy up that. Even just that. Why can't you just put your own clothes in the hamper? Oh my... How hard is it? How hard is it? Oh my goodness. It's not hard. This is like creating people to be so lazy. Oh gosh, here we go again. Like this thing. Oh my goodness. Like I'm trying, it's not registering. I think it's not registering because I'm going too far up and it doesn't read that. It reads that I've gone off the pad. That's a nice flooring. They do have really nice tiling and flooring here. Like super nice. Okay, her room. Before we go to the other room.
I just want to tidy up your room a little. I only need 2 minutes. Is that okay, Alice?
Did I do something to scare her? Like before I got reprogrammed? You know? Alice in Wonderland.
Alice in Wonderland. Of course.
Okay, warm. Warmer. She likes the fox. I wonder what happened to her mother. I just wanna test. Blah. Okay, I can open this room. Let me open this room real quick. Is this his bathroom? Yeah. Okay, so before okay, never mind. I'm cleaning it. We're cleaning it. Okay, we cleaned both restrooms, so our optional tasks are done. That's good. The rhinoceros. She must be lonely. But she reads a lot.
Seems you like reading.
There's something in here. I'm opening her treasures with her right here. Oh, there's a lock. Maybe I can find the key. Just a bunch of toys on the ground. It's so cute how she walks over the book. I like how they actually included that. Because now that I think about it, a lot of games, yeah, you just walk straight over stuff that's on the floor or things like that. All right, let's ventilate this place. The bones, the structure of this home. We just unlocked a dialogue in action. And I guess we can make her bed. For some reason, Alice with the fox, it reminds me a little Misfortune. Because she's obsessed with that fox and she has her little pillow fort. However, I want to unlock that. I want to find her key. So let me just search, let me scan the room. There's a possibility I can find the key. Or what if the key's in the bathroom or somewhere hidden? Maybe it was downstairs. I did do everything. Yeah, I did everything there. What if the key was like outside or something? I don't know, I'm overthinking this key. I'm sure there's nothing crazy important in the treasure, but now that I don't know, or now that I can't access it, I want to. Factual, friendly, diplomatic, friendly.
I'm sure we used to be friends before I was reset. Maybe we can be friends again.
Mother? Oh, I don't want to ask her straight about that.
Your father said you chose my name. Kara. It's nice. How did you choose it?
Interest. I would go interest next, then mother, then seems quiet.
You should tell me about yourself. What you like to do, where you like to go, your favorite foods. That would really help me.
Oh, see, now... Leave alone. Your mother? I guess an option is to not...
What about your mother? Will she be home soon?
Oh, yep, see. Can't ask about everything. I messed up. Wait. She just gave me the key. I love the way that they do that. Like, it's so cool. Just the small things like that. Even just her stepping over. The level of detail put into this game. Oh. Lucky four-leaf clover. Aww. They did such a good job with designing the people and just the faces and... What? That's her. That's right. She wasn't hit by a car. So why does it go red? Like, did you see the rim that goes red? It went like blue, yellow, red. Does it go red every time that you have a, oh, what was it? Connor had a bunch of them. The infractions? No, not an infraction. Okay, so that's right. That's right. I wasn't hit by a car. But he took his anger out on me. At least it was instead of taking it out on his own daughter. I think I've done everything I can do, except for the only place I really haven't gotten to is the, like, Outback. But what did that change for Kara?
What are you doing?
I'm playing.
You're playing. I know what you're thinking. You think your dad's a lowlife? Huh? Fucking loser? Can't get a job, take care of his family? Don't you think I tried to make things work? But whatever I do, when someone comes along, they just fuck it all up! I know what you think of me. You hate me. You hate me, don't you? Say it! You hate me! God. I doing? I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know I love you, don't you? You know I love you.
You know, you can tell somebody you love them all you want, but it's the actions. I'm telling you. Like, the more, I don't know, just the more I get older, I'm like, at the end of the day, it's like if you've mistreated somebody all day and then you go to bed and you say, I love you, it doesn't wipe clean the whole day that you treated somebody with no feelings of love. That's so painful to, it's just painful to watch too, because from Kara's perspective, because that's what we, like, we're in all of the positions of being an android in cars, and I'm just trying to get a grasp on how androids feel and compute and think. So it's like, I'm assuming with the pictures, he hit, I think that their first picture, I think it was Alice with blood on her, right? So I guess maybe Kara stood up to protect Alice in the past, and then that's when, what is his name? Todd took it out on Kara. But that is so hard to see too, because also Todd is sitting there like, not only is she a kid and she's not saying any of those things, like her inaction or being quiet is not her saying everything he felt. Like that's his own guilt speaking to him. It's the whole concept of like when somebody points one finger, it's because three are pointing back at them. And it's just really, it's really hard. From Kara's perspective, I wonder how many times this has happened, because we've come in at the point where she's gotten reworked once. How do we know this hasn't happened multiple times? How many times has she been repaired? You know? All right, we're pulling up the world stats. So we've got a brand new world. Welcome home, join Todd. That was that. I guess you can choose to not clean the first floor. Wait, there's something I didn't do. No, there was something I didn't do. I read Android Power and I read Connecting the Dots. Again, it looks like a lot of people just don't care to read the magazines. I think also I'm wondering when it registers that the world, like on global results, does it register that you read it if you flip through, or like if you pick it up, do you think that you've read it, but it doesn't actually compute you've read it unless you flip through all the different pages? That's what I kind of want to know, if there's a distinction between the two. Washing dishes, 70%. I get so much satisfaction from cleaning. I know that seems really weird, but that's why I'm trying to imagine, even given the opportunity, like sure, there's times when it's not like awesome or it's not always fun. I'm the person that loves like cleaning. It's something about taking something that's messy and then making it better. Maybe it comes from like a control thing, right? Like I'm controlling my environment or something, but I just get a lot of satisfaction from vacuum lines. All right. Just like I'll have the same satisfaction when I have a lawn and I'm like mowing it. All right. So taking the trash, we did all of that. We cleaned the second floor completely. Check it out. We actually got everything. And it looks like that's interesting too. A lot of people actually complete way more of the second floor than they do of the first floor. Yeah. The first floor is much less completed. This is like 90s. Look at that. 98%, 99%, 93%, 65. Is it because of the layout of the house that maybe it's easy to miss cleaning opportunities or something? But we did I discovered a way down, and then I also saw a gun. We talked to Alice. Alice gave us the key, 98%. So I'm assuming that no matter what your relationship is with Kara, she gives you the key. Because there's no other route, right? There's no route where I guess it would be locked. No. It could be locked, right? Yeah, it could be a locked option, just like the top one. Yeah, so if you don't, I think, ask or approach that conversation from the right perspective, because I'm also wondering if me asking about her mother was the reason that, even though it took down our relationship in that moment, I feel like it also was the reason she gave us the key, because it kind of it doesn't describe what happened to her mother. All it describes is what happened to us, and show the player that she didn't get hit by a car, and that what we saw downstairs is not even the extent of Todd's behavior towards myself and towards his own daughter. Yeah, so that definitely doesn't happen. What's interesting to me is that people get the key. 98% of people got the key, but only 90% open the box. So maybe if you weren't looking around, but no, because as soon as she gives you the key, it shows you the box in the background. So I'm not following that one, but okay. With that, finished cleaning too. So we finished cleaning. Let me see. And now we're going to November 5th, 2038. So we have 3 different androids at this point. It is 9:58 in the morning. We're back with Markus. And we were the ones that picked up paint, right? Yeah. I've got the paint kit. Beautiful house.
Welcome home, Markus.
Beautiful. Okay, we're definitely going to look at this home in its beauty and everything, and I'm gonna I'm gonna marvel at all of the marble, the wood, all of it is gonna be beautiful. But we're gonna do that next time. I think that what I'm gonna try to do, I believe there's like 30 something chapters, so I'm gonna try to stick to doing just about 3 to 4 chapters each recording. I don't know how long these videos will be, but I'll still try to keep them around an hour and a half to 2 hours. With that, we got an introduction. I think it's just the 3 characters, especially since we went back to Markus, but we actually started with Connor. Wait, is Connor's story ended? Maybe Connor's story is completely ended because I got him killed. Maybe now all I have is Wait a minute. Is Connor X'd out of the story because I got him killed now? Okay, I'm gonna have to we're gonna have to get further before I answer that question. On the bright side, if you guys do answer that in the comment section, I will be further along, so I'll be able to know if that actually determined if Connor's story is still going or not. But with that, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the first 3. I kind of look them as like intros, because we're really just getting introduced to the different characters. So we have Markus's character. Looks like he is an android for quite a wealthy person, picking up paint and stuff like that. We have Kara. She's in a vastly different situation, right? Like she's an android to somebody who is abusive, both verbally and physically. Different situation entirely. And then you have Connor that has a very unique position as an android. So up to this point, Kara is more of the house android, right? Like she's cooking, she's cleaning, she's doing all of those things, like the domestic kind of actions. I'm not quite sure Markus's purpose quite yet, just because we saw he picked up an errand, but he might not be treated the same way that Kara is. And he might not have the same responsibilities. This person probably has multiple androids, and one is probably for each specific task. So I don't exactly know what Markus's purpose is, and I can't remember. And then we also have Connor. So he is deceased at the end of these 3 episodes. But with that, Connor plays a very unique situation that we're thrown into, because he's the only android that we are getting the perspective of that has a different task, a different job. But he is still treated very much the same, right? Like we saw the way that the other detective that we talked to spoke to him, disregarding him, like the way that he looked at him after he sacrificed himself for this child's sake and stuff. And so 3 very different perspectives. And I love a game that throws you into different roles. I really do. I think that sometimes these games can be really easy to miss these more, maybe there's definitely more levels of detail to it. And then also they address some harder situations, right? Like nobody likes to see what's happening in Kara and Alice's situation, but there's reality behind that. All of these carry some weight and significance behind them. And so as I'm getting older, I'm definitely liking games that aren't just go save the princess in the castle. You know what I'm talking about? Like love Mario. I love the simplicity in those games, and I still enjoy those games. But there is something about more thought-provoking and in-depth games that you can pull different elements, perspectives, all of that from. And I also think it's really hard to capture. So from a developer standpoint, I would imagine to have such an intricate world thought out, different like character lines and everything, I just feel like it just shows the immense amount of effort and love that these people put into these games. So whether it ties together and it's done and executed well, that's a different story. But I have high hopes because I only hear good things about this game. I have fun. Like I vaguely remember things, like some things are coming back to me. I'll be transparent with you guys if I do. like I have fond memories of it, and I've also just heard amazing things about their other 2 games. So with that, I've been rambling long enough. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I look forward to playing a few more episodes, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, YouTube.